Good morning, everyone. Are we live? Am I live? It says so, but then sometimes I just don't believe it. Will this help the world at all? No, I look even worse. Never mind. Never mind, everyone. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. It is Sunday. It is me. I'm here. Everything's good. Everything is delightful. I guess, or whatever. Let's take a look at these. These it's all British. I found these. I had these. I didn't even realize I had them. I don't know the name of them. British something on the back here. It's a little Union Jack because that reminds me. 1 week from today, I will be in England preparing for Wembley Stadium, all in London at Wembley Stadium. Renee and I are hosting the 0 Hour special start time of noon Eastern on Sunday. You can catch me on a nooner, which you were almost never able to before. And then the main show starts at 1 Eastern. I don't know what we're getting into. There might be rain. It's an open stadium. It's London. I'm not prepared, but I will get prepared, I assure you. Number one. Number two, please, if you have not already, even if you have, go watch it again. Watch the latest episode of Hey EW with my former Family Feud partner, Jack Perry. A lot of things were discussed. His father, his grandfather, which nobody talks about except for me, his genitals, David Arquette, vomiting, pillars, Lou Bega, everything you've ever wanted to discuss with Jack Perry is in this video. I mean, and he's not the most pleasant person all the time. Certainly has an air about him, but I think I inhaled it with him in this video. Go watch it, go like it, go share it, go comment, and all those nice things. Please, damn it. I believe in you. Oh, also, if you would like coffee, and who doesn't, you can get my new bag of high anxiety at rootlesscoffee.com. Oh, and there's a little special thing here for people who buy it. I won't say what it is. If you have bought it and you've done that secret thing, please let me know. All right, let's talk. Let's talk to people. Let's talk to people on the street here, on the beat. My pinned tweet is blocking the first tweet. Somebody said they won't be on live and just wanted to say, hey. So, hey, and I missed the first part of it, and I'm sorry. Amanda said, good morning, sir, and hello, friends. Oh, it was Mia. Okay. Sean said, hey, occultist, good morning, RJ. I must say, I will not stand for the hatred of Baltimore's Tarzan Boy. That's right. We shit all over Tarzan Boy, and I was so happy about it. Amanda said, today was so good. Do you and Jack keep in touch outside of work? Yeah, we play squash together. I've not heard you mention him like you have Dalton or Nug or David, but I know the feud and the documentary, obviously. Jack and I are connected through David. We first met in David's backyard, and then we were together on Family Feud. We don't hang out. We don't play Pinochle together, but I wouldn't be opposed to it if he asked me. Red Dog said, good morning, fellow sinners. Carly said, good morning. Gina said, good morning. Saeed said, happy Sunday. Lady said, good morning to everyone. Vanessa Craven said, hello, all. Hope we're feeling peachy today. The juiciest peach. It is peach season, I believe, when they start selling them on the side of the road. And get yourself some peach pie, some cobbler, or just a fresh, fuzzy peach. And you can just sniff it as you drive along the highway. Mike said, good morning, everyone. Lady said, the latest Hey W was a Hollywood classic golden. I learned a lot. I learned about who Jack's grandfather was and how Jack himself has a lot of classic quotes. It is packed with information. If you want to learn, and sometimes the show is useful. Like last week with Big Bill, this week with Jack, you never get to hear them talk this extended period of time, It's always wrestling, yelling, so it's nice to learn, and we go deep. Emma said, hello, fellow culties. Good morning. Vanessa said, it is so dark today. It'll get better. Emotionally or lighting-wise? Jay said, good morning, everyone. David Arquette said, the Jack Perry interview made me think you should replace James Lipton. Well, I should replace him soon because he's fucking dead, David. I don't think he's able to pass the torch right now. That would have been a really nice handoff, but I think we're at least a few years too late. Neil said, and Jack was so lovely about David. I know, I tried to get him to shit on David and he wouldn't. Son of a bitch. It's It's bullshit. Friendship is a fickle thing. I had a nice time at David's last week. I was in Nashville last week. Tuesday, I saw him with Dalton, and we got something to eat, and that was nice. And then we went to play an arcade. We went to an arcade, and we played. There was like a punch-out game and skee ball. I really like playing skee ball. They have to have wooden balls, though. And then Wednesday, he came to hang out, and he scared the shit out of Jeff Jarrett, who had a lot of scaring of his own to do that night. And then Thursday, my flight got delayed like 6 hours, 8 hours. And they were like, come hang out. So that's what we did all day. And it was delightful. And thank you, David, for your hospitality. I got a nice pair of shoes from Mrs. Davis, which is now streaming on Peacock, even though I shouldn't be plugging that streaming service. Neil said, Jack, I just fucking read that. Maureen said, his genitals are so casual. I guess so. Leo said, I will get to see you at Wembley this time next week. Leo, I'm going to be so far from you. It's going to be irrelevant. You know, hey, that's that guy. And I'm going to be like this big. So I'll say good morning from the sweltering state of Kansas. The latest AEW has inspired me to wear sunglasses inside buildings now. Jack had a pair of Ray-Bans strapped to his head. I would not take them off for anybody. Tiffany said, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having an okay morning. I think so. Dorothy said, good morning. David said, RJ, when is This Is a Disaster going to be available for the people? Thank you for reminding me, David. Because I did download it, I think, when I got home on Friday or something. I'm not sure when it's going to be available. I will say this. David and I worked on a little project a few years ago. Nothing happened with it for a variety of reasons. And we have the pilot, though. And I thought it would be great to share in some capacity. I don't know what capacity yet. I don't know when. Probably after All Out at the earliest. Maybe I'll show my members first. Maybe it'll be a live premiere kind of thing. I don't know. I'm sitting on it. I'm happy we got it. David did diligent work on it. And yes, one day soon we will show it to you. Amy said, good morning from Pennsylvania. Christine said, oh, damn, I totally missed the secret coffee thing. Jesus, Christine, get it together. Do some snooping. My secret was too secret even for you. KT said, I'm in row 6 in London. Make sure you wave. Why? I'll do a general one. I'll go like this. It'll get a whole bleak show. Sean said, you seem to have a lot of squash partners. I'm always at the court. Weak forehand, strong backhand. Rod said, how are you not getting a cut of that documentary? That's what I would like to know. It's because it's raking it in. Jay said, I always love it when David is in the chat. SM said, are you opening any presents today? No, I'm not, because SM gave me a wonderful box of shit. And instead of doing it all at once, I'm going to do a bunch of unboxing videos because it was too much. You missed the boat, but in the best way. So I'm going to slowly get through those. And so hang in there, SM. I'm sorry. Noma said, top of the morning, Gov. Nail said, more than, what are we talking about? Emmanuel said, which wrestler turns on their character quick on AEW? Danhausen. And then otherwise, you shut the camera off and he's lighting up a cigarette and he just could not be bothered. David said, documentaries hardly ever make anything. And that's why David makes so many of them. David said, usually you lose money like that one. Well, okay, that one got pandemic. Let's be fair. Carly said, RJ, my 3-year-old cousin just named his new bird after you because he watches this every Sunday with me. What's the name of the bird? Is it RJ? Is it RJ Twitty? Or are we going to do one of those things? A little birdie told me that kind of routine. Let me know. Vanessa said, did I miss the underwear reveal? I was watching ads. Yes, you did. I did it early so people wouldn't complain. So now you got to go back. Jay said, documentaries are great. It really sucks that they lose money. Well, then maybe you should watch more, Jay. Dorothy said, Inman, South Carolina is a great place to find peaches and other peach products. I do not recommend the peach chow chow, though. I don't think anyone does. V said, it's a shame documentaries don't take more success. Many are so well done. David said, they must need a replacement. Oh, for the actor's studio? Is that what we're still talking about? Pogirl said, love your chat Sunday, RJ. Please click the thumbs up. Well, I can't do it. Rod said in a James Lipton voice, what's your favorite sound? Christine was at Greektown Wrestling last night. Got to see Nug and Puff and Matt Taven and gave him a Coaster Club shirt. And he sent us a picture. And we were all upset that we didn't get one. And we said, how can it be? It's a club. How can you give a shirt to just one member? Let's do a nice press because I need it. Big Ben said, I'm convinced that airlines hate you, but I love you, pal. I don't know why airlines would hate me. I think I do. I say hello to all the stewardesses and stewards, say good morning to you, and I learn their names. And then when I need something, I'll say, Debbie. I'll yell it down the hall there, the aisle. Debbie, could I have it? Would you be a dear and get me another club soda? Also, that reminds me, I've got so many weird things going on. I've been doing this bit at AEW because I'm a big bit guy. I always do these bits. And the bit I've been doing, and this tells you that my head is at no place. In catering, I will walk up to tables and you know when like a manager checks on you in a restaurant? Not the waiter. Can I get you anything? Is everything okay? The manager. He will pat you on the back and maybe shake your hand. Thank you for your business. How are you guys doing tonight? Excellent. Excellent. It's good to see you. Where you're all from? Oh, that's nice. No, I remember you from before. Coffee? You want coffee? No. Round of coffee. Round of coffee on me. Again, I appreciate it. It's great seeing you. So that one I've been doing. This is very funny to me. So David and Dalton and I on Thursday morning went to this wonderful place called the Loveless Cafe in Nashville. All those autographs on the wall, I posted them on my story. And of course, I was behooved to do the bit. Not 3 minutes later did the actual manager not come out and do nearly verbatim the bit. And I was so proud of myself. And I was just like, this guy doesn't even know. We've already made fun of him. And he did not even appear yet. Where are you guys from? Out of town? I said, Toronto. And the guy went, our great neighbors to the north. Yep. Like, what am I going to say? Anyway, it was a joy I had. Jessamine Duke said, well, hi, and well, hi to you. She's been playing things on her channel, including car soccer. And she introduced me to another new game called Tape to Tape. It's a hockey game, which I'm sure I'll be playing very soon. She's a gaming muse, a digital savant, and she will always show me these new things. It's so nice. Also, there's a Lost in Space video game that's coming out, and they don't even have a release date yet, and that bothers me, but I'm still excited about it. David said, I'm sorry. He assumed you were in the cheap seats, Leo. You'd think he'd look out for the cult members. That's a real Tucci move. I will tell you who I did hook up, who will be at Wembley Stadium, and I'm so happy I could do this. My dear friend, Elliot Francis, better known as Thorn from Splat-A-Lot. So at Wembley Stadium, we will also be having a small Splat-A-Lot reunion, which makes me incredibly happy. Sammy said, hey, look at me, finally made it. Good morning to all you beautiful humans. RJ too. Vanessa said hi to Ben. There's a nice little Ontario indie convention going on here. David said, shots fired when he's actually saying nice things about me. See row 16. What are you talking about? Dorothy Wright said, David, what did you end up doing with the 4-leaf clover that you found? So David likes to go clover hunting. And he found in the grass outside of the Loveless Cafe, he found 2 4-leaf clovers and screamed when he saw them. Of course, my response was, there's no need to scream. Squirrel said, today's hay was way funnier than expected. Knowing Jack is primarily a ball guy with some info I wasn't expecting. You're going to have to watch the video for the full context. But I'm happy that people say that and that people watch it going, we're going to get more out of these people than we normally do. That makes me happy. Nilo says, hello, RJ from Highway 400 South. Are you just standing there watching this on your phone? Leo said he should have a party with all the cult members before the show. Yeah, a nice little tailgate. Neil said, I swear David is magical. Red Dog said, RJ Twitty. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Lady said, since it's all in, thinking ahead, will you be at all out? You've got to go in to go all out. You can't go all out if you haven't go all in. Well, they just go the whole thing all. Yes, My understanding, I mean, look, at this point, we're taking it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. I'm going to Georgia for Dynamite in Duluth, which is fucked up when a town that you always made fun of is suddenly real and you have to go there. And then from Atlanta, I will be going straight to England. I'll be in England Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, I think we're doing some kind of thing. I don't know what. Sunday is Saturday. What did I'm confused. I go to Duluth on Tuesday. Dynamite is Wednesday. Thursday night, I fly to England. England Friday. Saturday, we do some kind of thing. Sunday is the show. Monday, I go straight to Chicago. Tuesday, I'm doing a thing at Pro Wrestling Tees. I have to sign a bunch of things. Might hop on a whatnot if that's going on. Then obviously Dynamite, hopefully film an episode of Hey. And then maybe Thursday or maybe Friday is when I'm doing my StarCast show. I still haven't figured it out yet because AEW might need me for something else. And then Saturday is Collision. I will also be there. And then Sunday, I believe Renee and I will be hosting another pre-show back to back. I hope we're on the same flights too. That's good. You really get to know someone. David said, you are two nails. We are all magical. Eat more garbanzo beans, the real magical fruit. Look, David is an idiot. I don't know what else needs to be said. Nails said, did you enjoy Dalton last night on Collision? Do you think he's on his way to an Emmy? No, I don't. I really, really don't, mainly because he's yelling. And acting, for television, if you want an Emmy, it's about being small. And that's why David doesn't have one. Max Handy said, if you had to choose one, Columbo or Murder, She Wrote? Columbo, far and away, better written, better style, better celebrity cameos, and a better character. It's a deeper character. Murder, She Wrote is Angela Lansbury. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. MSRT said, loved AEW today. I think it was his best interview since turning heel. Great job highlighting the entertaining side of him. He has depth, even though some people don't like him, but they have to not like all parts of him. Leo said, the greatest documentary is Super Size Me. It teach me that if you eat fast food every day, that's bad for you. And we played it in so many schools. I feel like they made their money off of high schools saying, let's buy this DVD and show everyone. Look at this. It's not good. Look at this shit you're putting in your bodies, everyone. One of my favorite documentaries is Beyond the Mat. It's hard not to love Beyond the Mat. I also loved, I think it was called Saturday Night, and it was done by James Franco, unfortunately. And it was just a week at Saturday Night Live. I loved that one. That one's fantastic. I also loved Company, the cast recording of Company. I love Greg Gardens. I mean, well, those are classics. I'm just naming classic documentaries now. I loved Comedian. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about that. It was a Seinfeld one, and they followed this other comedian named Orny Adams, and I think it ruined his career. Spot Center has a wonderful tribute. I'm eating half a cantaloupe. Do you know of a couple that eloped? Hilarious. $10, one for each of the nails on my hands. Did you happen to watch Jock Sampson versus Justin Plummer in a steel cage from IWC? No, I did not. But Spot Center seems to suggest I'm next. And that's where I had my last match. So maybe I have to go back and go, I'm good. Christine said, this should be your sign to visit Greektown sometime. I did throw that out, and I did say that to Nug. I should just come by and say, I should do the no, I'm good tour. That's what I'm going to do. One moment, please. I'm sorry. Dr. Joey said, hey, RJ, love the Jack Perry episode. Although if I could make a note, you missed the opportunity to ask Jack about his most famous uncle, Krusty the Clown. Dr. Joey, let me push back a little and offer that I brought up Biker Mice from Mars. Then I mentioned The Simpsons. Everybody knows about The Simpsons. Everybody talk about The Simpsons. You learn. You didn't know that Luke Perry voiced Napoleon Bree in Biker Mice from Mars, did you? That's what I thought. David said, RJ is quite the gentleman. A waiter once apologized for a sneeze that just snuck up. David and I were in the Beverly Hills Hotel. We were eating. And top 5, top 3 waiters I've ever had in my life. Really, he had the crumb thing, that whole deal. It was excellent. And he sneezed. He was talking to us, maybe listing desserts or something. And we saw it come up, and we both went, oh my God, what's he going to do? He tucked it ever so neatly, like that. And it went, then he went, just snuck up on me. And we're like, oh, yes, bless you, sorry. And then he left, and we were like, just snuck up on me. What a great thing to say. He blamed the sneeze. He's not a gross person. He is a victim of a sneeze that was just waiting behind him. Snuck up on me. This sneeze was plotting against him, and he fought valiantly, and we were on his side. That was a great moment. Where did we go? I've lost my place. There we go. No. There we go. David said RJ's magic. He really did nail it. David said, I don't see Storm in the cult. What are you talking about? David said, Leo. David's talking to Leo. Gina said, are you bringing in your twin brother who filled in for you on Splat-A-Lot when you were busy being a criminal? Maybe I will. V said, Clover hunting is such an adorable interest. Glad you found some luck, David. He just needs grass. Cuddly Corey said, so when's Moxley going to be on the show? I don't know. Why don't you fucking ask him? I'm available. His interview, his notes, they're done. When's he going to sit down? Tweet at him. Message him. Complain to him. Neil said, David likes to go clover hunting. This is why we protect him at all costs. People say that, protect them at all costs. That doesn't mean shit. It means nothing. Then they just ignore you. Leo said, RJ is big leaguing all the cult members. This chat is not reading well. Nilo said, no, but Ben and I, what are we talking about? Nebraska said, RJ, you're a treasure that we must protect. You're like my weekly fix of Broadway wrestling and niche nostalgia. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Leo said, now he works for AEW. He's too big. What are you talking about, Leo? Nell said, I remember on Road 2 when Ethan and Scorpio had no clue what a Duluth was. Well, they're going to find out next week. Rod said, cheat day menu. Maybe some pizza. Maybe some ice cream. Popcorn. I miss popcorn. Like a movie pop. Like I want to go to the movies, get the popcorn, and then leave. Amanda said, oh my God, sign a bunch of things for the whatnot? I don't know. They asked me to go and sign stuff. I feel like it'll probably just show up in a wrestle crate at some point. I can't imagine people would be specifically buying my things. David said, this guy's like got a schedule like Taylor Swift over here. And you know who Taylor Swift is friends with? Your next door neighbor, Jeff Jarrett. You guys are next door neighbors in my head. V said, is there coffee in your underwear next week? Yes, but probably not in a live capacity. I don't know how time zones work. So I think it's better if I pre-record it. From England. Christine said, you must tell us if you will be on a whatnot or I will weep. I don't know what a whatnot is. What not? Dorothy said, have you been to the Georgia Aquarium? I have not. We went a couple years ago during Dragon Con. Absolutely loved it. I will make sure not to. I got it. It's an aquarium. Neil said, Christine already has her credit card out of her purse at the ready. Amanda said, agreed. They send a push notification or text usually, so they should also include his name like they do for Cult. David said, just one more thing. That's a Columbo quote. Lauren said, I will not stand for Jessica Fletcher slander, sir. I know, but she's not Columbo. Jay said, David may be an idiot, but he's our favorite idiot. Leo said, I watched it about 10 times at school. I was talking about Super Size Me. Maria posted a wonderful emoji of Sylvia. Thank you. She's doing well. Gabrielle said, Gabrielle said, hello from Italy. That's the important thing. SM has been a member for 39 months. I have nothing to say except for enjoy your box of shit. DM said, I'm in comedian. What? DM, where? How? Why? Tell me now. Rod said, Free Solo is an amazing documentary. Poe Girl said, Grey Gardens is well done. Red Dog said he should just go by his real name instead of Orny. Christine said, what is happening? Mike said, you did a nice callback to Beyond the Mat with Jack, who I have a feeling has never seen Beyond the Mat before. You know, when we played Family Feud, he had never even seen Family Feud. And he finished and it's like, oh, it was great. I never watched the show before. I'm like, excuse me? What have you been doing? David said, Orny Adams got thrown out of the Gary Shandling basketball game. I'd appreciate that. I'd appreciate it if it stayed within the cult. This is one of our first cult secrets. Also, I'm an idiot. So if we could all keep a lid on that Orny Adams got kicked out of the Gary Shandling basketball game, that would be amazing. Thank you. There we go. Hold on. I've lost my place. And I'm getting it. But there we go. So sorry, I got distracted by that secret that we'll never bring up again. Progress said Beverly Hills, name dropping now. Are we? They just can't get good help out there. David said, once you realize you're an idiot, Neil, the world embraces you. Not quite. Red Dog said, your sound is crackling. I don't know about that. Christine said, I've lost my place. Is the new I'm so far behind. That's because once they send you a mug or a shirt with that quote on it, it's time to change it up. Leo said, what do you prefer, Dennis Stamp and Beyond the Mat or the he's going to puke part? I enjoy the he's going to puke part the most because Shane McMahon is at the table. And clearly before he's like comfortable being on camera and he just goes, you want some water? Huh? And no one acknowledges him. My other favorite part, and the whole movie is amazing. Jones has potential. Modest is ready. That whole at the monitor scene is unbelievable. There's also deleted scenes with Gentleman Chris Adams where a girl no-shows his indie show. So he calls up a local gym and convinces like a fitness instructor to wrestle some old woman. And it's insane. Vanessa said, there seems to be a lot less singing from you these days. Someone toss out a tribute and a song request, please. Craven has demands. Oh, my Lord. Did I miss? There we go. There we go. Rod said, did Mox and Taz accept David backstage or anyone? But we loitered. Jericho was like, oh, is he sitting? Is he sitting anywhere? I can get him good seats. I'm like, no, we're just going to loiter. That's all you need to do. Neil said, it does mean something here, which is why we stand up for David every time we pick on him. Red Dog said, will Duke, a.k.a. OK Gamer, ever become all elite? If she really wanted to, I'm sure she could. I think she's happy taking care of Orson and playing games. Starry Cat said, you and David need to come to the UK. Christine said, I think you can Uber Eats movie popcorn. I feel it's going to be $30. Miss Annie said, Luke Perry was great as Jeremiah Cloutier in Oz. If you watch that, you can see 3 generations in a row have all got the balls thing. What a thread. What a thread I've uncovered today. Poe Girl said, movie popcorn used to almost take me out when I was a kid. Dang kernels. You can't swallow it. You've got to pick through it. Leo said, David, was there a UK premiere for Eight-Legged Freaks in London? Starry Cat said, David, was there a Tripper premiere in London? God, I can't imagine there was. This chat is so all over the place today. Let me figure out. I'll find my place. Hey, love monkeys, said Ramblings of a Dying Soul. Leo said, would you ever trust Steve Harvey to give you a prostate exam? Yes, and then he can react to it. He can do one of those faces. Snap Grapple Pop said, it's 2:50 p.m. here now. If that helps with time zones, I'd say that may be a little late to still just be in underwear, but I guess wrestlers don't pay attention to that. You can take your pants off whenever you want. It's your house, your world, you do what you want. DM said, me and my college roommate are front and center on screen in the crowd at the Cleveland show. Oh, that's amazing. What a wonderful documentary to just be in. Blue Meanie is here, and he said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Amanda said, it's the perfect amount of facial hair on you. Only like in this lighting, if I do hay like this, or if I did a pre-show like this, I would think I'm disgusting. It would drive me crazy. Christine said, I think you missed it during your weird Check the Cabinet interlude, but I'll be working on 3 more Coaster Club shirts. Let me know if you have a color preference. Well, there's a couple ways to go about it. Should they all just be the same shirt because we're a club after all? I mean, I'll let you think about that. That's a lot of work, and you've brought it among yourself. V said the he's gonna puke part was amazing. Excellent hay this week. Thank you. Snap said, will there be a Pretty Peter Avalon Hay W to complete the Family Feud set? No, there's gonna be one with S. Apatha Murkison. Mike said the Chris Adams has a documentary online. He was a damn maniac. I think he has a dark side too of the ring. Leo said, when are we going to get Heroes of Wrestling 2? David can be on it, former WCW World Champion. I think that show where he wrestled Mr. Kennedy had those vibes. Yolanda is here and said, good morning, y'all. Christine said, hey, Yolanda. Leo said, what should they do a Dark Side of the Ring about? There's so many. I wish we went farther back in history, which reminds me, I was on the RFake History podcast. They did a 3-part documentary podcast on the history of kayfabe. It is very, very worth it. And I think you all should go listen and learn something. Typo has a tribute. It was my birthday yesterday. Can you sing a happy birthday song, but an alternate one with different lyrics and style? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my friend Typo. Happy, yes, it's happy. It's his birthday. It's his birthday. Happy. It's his birthday, my dear friend Typo. Typo is such a swell person everywhere they seem to go. Typo is a big fan of Esapatha Murkison, I know. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Today's the day you were born. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You popped out this morn. Happy birthday, Typo. I hope that worked for you. Miss Andy said, why was Super Kick from Chris Adams so much more effective than a Super Kick from anyone in the business today? Well, he had a fat foot. Josh said, late to the party because I was checking out Harley Race's Taint. Enjoy yourselves. Amanda said, since we are likely not live next week because, time change and all, I just want to say now I can't wait for StarCast, and I'm coming from Cleveland, so you have to go so I don't weep. I'm doing a show. I just don't know when the fuck it is, so. David said, happy birthday, Typo. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Typo. I hope that worked for you. Christine said, this is the best song. Amanda said, it's beautiful. Squirrel said, did you see the documentary of Jim Carrey during the filming of Man on the Moon? Yes, Squirrel Squad, and my expert opinion, I have to call bullshit on the whole thing. David said, RJ supports the Tony Storm gimmick, and it really shows how he's a real one of the boys wrestlers. That's, that's Tony Storm's is going down, I would say, an inspired path right now. Dead Sea Life said, if you want to see an amazing wrestling documentary, Lipstick and Dynamite is one of the best ever made. Unfortunately, it was made before Moolah was discovered to be a schmuck. Although you can still read between the lines and figure it out. The Glow documentary is also very, very good. Nick said, we hit in the Billboard Top 100 with this one. Red Dog said, RJ needs to be on the Click This and Taste Buds podcast. Well, I'm sure Kevin Nash and I will cross paths again sooner or later. V said, this song is way more entertaining than the standard. I know. Wouldn't this be better if you go to a restaurant and all the waiters came singing that? We all popped out this morn. Rod said, was that the Applebee's birthday song? Yes, and it's half-price appetizers too. David said, seriously shows an evolved ego in the entertainment business. That says a lot. I also may be sort of guiding the light, David. Christine has gifted 5 memberships. Squirrel Squad, Vanessa, Jason, Amanda, Red Dog, and CJ all unfortunately now have memberships. Good luck. James said, it's Sunday. You know what that means? RJ City in underwear. And a discussion about Jack's balls. It's important stuff. Mark said, I have great seats for All Out. Prepare for a few RJ signs in the crowd that evening. Oh, Jesus. Make sure they're on the camera side. V said, RJ, what's your treat this week? Well, I guess we should go pizza because my other option was sushi. So I'm thinking I'm going to be in Chicago. I'm going to be in England next Sunday, and it's a work day, so it's kind of hard to have a huge cheat meal. And by the time we get to, everything's usually there's not that much left. So it might be candy and things of that nature. And then in Chicago is another Sunday. I might not have one. And I hate Chicago pizza anyway. So maybe I'll have pizza today. I don't know if I want a blizzard, you know? Maybe I just want popsicles, something summery. It feels like the end of the summer here, you know? James said, good morning, RJ. Just got on. What's the underwear being worn today? For you late perverts. We're out of focus now. Well, this is what happens. What is going? There's no, there we go. It's easy. There's a nice little hip Union Jack thing. So I thought it was apropos. I'm not going to wear them next week. Josh said, I wonder if Jungle Boy, please call him Jack, follow in his father's footsteps, become sideshow Jack Perry. Hey, Biker Mice from Mars is where it's at. Yeah, and also Bangers and Mash. I just thought, you know, that stuff would make me sick, regardless. Neil said, "Hey, yourself a bloomin' onion. I will just throw it in the toilet bowl. That's what it'll look like afterwards." Miss Annie said, "Will you still be doing an Ask RJ anything next week with your incredibly busy schedule? Is this? It won't be next week. Let me look at the calendar here. Thank you for reminding me. The calendar is loading. Oh my god, no, not next week. That would be the week after." So the video would go up on the 28th or 29th. So that's totally possible. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get one done. I'll squeeze one in. I may say like one question only, please. But I will get that done. That's definitely possible. David said fish and chips cheat meal. That would I can't under any circumstances. That would not make me yeah. Amanda said, I don't have tickets to All Out or Collision in Chicago yet, but I do for StarCast. You will get them, and it will be great. Leo said, when David has his hair versus hair match in 2019, did you know he was winning? I don't want to. Okay. Well, yeah, whatever. A little mini shoot. Let's do it without mentioning the company or the person involved, who I don't think works at that company anymore. They, after House of Hardcore, David and I did House of Hardcore. We were booked for that event as a team, and then after everything was solidified, I was ceremoniously unbooked for reasons beyond my control, other than the person involved. Not the most ethical fella if you're gonna do that kind of shit. So I'm not even gonna add him to the list because I don't even want to say his name. But that was fucking shit. But otherwise, David had a nice time. So everything else got underway. It was a good time. A nice mini shoot for the kids. Rod said, who had bigger balls, Peter Falk or Angela Lansbury? Angela Lansbury had it's more of a density, more of a weight to size ratio. Hers would win. David said, how dare you? Chicago pizza is delicious. Oh, David, you mean lasagna with crust? Mike said, deep dish sucks, but Pequod's pizza in Chicago is legit. I will write that down. Typo said, David, I had to disagree with you, but Chicago pizza is a casserole. Exactly. David said, I was surprised to say anyone, rest in peace, Josephus. Josephus did seem nice. It was not him. Christine said, I'm going to be in Edinburgh on All In Day. So close, yet so far. You're all in over there. You're all the way over there. Typo said, agree. Dorothy, if it was thin crust, it would be a different story, but then it would fall apart. Lady said, RJ, you need an administration assistant. Just saying. I know. One day. But I've not made enough money yet to warrant one. David said, did anyone see the brilliant mark in the outer universe? What? The question mark in the outer universe? What are you talking about? Rob said, Edinburgh is a beautiful city, Christine. Leo said, Christine going to see Graham Linehan perform anti-woke comedy. Leo's on his shit again. Neil said, Christine, have you been before? This is not about me. Matt has been a member for 2 months. Good morning, Culty. A great 2 months indeed. Great episode of Hey, as always. Have a great Sunday or don't. I'm not the boss of you, and that's the important thing. And it's a good motto. You don't have to be in a good mood to have a good day. Think about that. Some people, I don't feel good, so I'm not going to whatever. And I say, why should your mood is useless. Who gives a shit about your mood? You don't have to feel happy to get stuff done. You can just still do work miserably. And then at the end, you've at least accomplished something. Don't wait until you feel good, because most of the time you won't. Snap Grapple Pop said, mashed potato is nice, but always needs a quarter of the actual servings you get. Very true. Cuddly said, I'm on my second mug of coffee. I'm starting to smell colors again. Good for you, Cuddly. David said that I should have held out. RJ wasn't smartened up to the business yet. I also should have told him to go fuck himself. He was a stupid. I got strung along, maybe in the future, and blah, 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 blah. And then in the future, the thing he offered me was even stupider than the first shit he said. So my second lesson of the day, 1, you don't have to be in a good mood to have a good day. 2, tell more people to go fuck themselves. I accept your apology, David. That man was a corny ass idiot. Jason said, Parlor Pizza in Chicago is very good, not deep dish. I love how people are this coming out of the woodwork. Dion said, Angela Lansbury would cast older actors to get them back in the union or for medical coverage. A good lady. They would also do that on Fantasy Island. David's father is in a good episode of Fantasy Island. I believe Phil Silvers is in the same episode. Am I correct, David? I don't know. We should go through your father's IMDb. Dorothy said, have you seen the ads for underwear with ball hammocks? I wore them it had to be years ago at this point on this show. Wasn't crazy about them. My balls are snug. They're in there. Blue Meanie said Angela Lansbury's balls were quite pendulous. You know, I have my grandmother's friend, an old British woman, once described her breasts to me as pendulous. And I thought, I'd never heard that word before, but I knew exactly what it meant. And what a great way, it's so right to reserve that word for that. I can also disclose, well, I don't think it's a surprise, that I last week, or this week, the beginning of this week, I appeared on another episode of TV Guidance Counselor. And I don't know when it'll be coming out. Probably not for a while, because he edits, he does research, he puts in work. It's a whole thing. But don't tell him. But I had a really nice time. I mean, you can tell him I had a nice time when it comes out. Don't tell him that I said this now. It's my point. Derek said, hey, RJ, you're my favorite part of the WrestleLance. Well, there's not too many parts. You certainly have a least favorite part. Miss Andy said, other than RJ and myself, is anyone else here on Blue Sky? Because I think the other app that I'm currently talking on Spaces is just intent on burning itself. More and more each day. Rob said, what's a motto? Exactly. David said, just because I know about the universe and you don't. What an indignant tone to strike. SM said, Rob, nothing. What's a motto with you? This is fucking ridiculous. Leo said, your cheat meal should be gelled eels. What word salad? Nick said, what are your plans for Saturday? And if you want a tour of London, I'm willing and able. None of that boring shit either. Yeah, I want to see the real London. I want to see that cave where the Beatles played and said, wow, look how small it is. Yolanda said, words of wisdom. Nail said, Rob said, wonder if anyone will pick that up. And I said, yes, SM will. It was ridiculous. Amanda said, what a lovely time it has been. Appreciate you so much. I'd love a jungle theme song with some pa pa ba da da boom boom ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum da in the jungle dun dun ba dum bum 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 ba the mighty jungle dun 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 you don't bungle dun 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 in the jungle ba dun 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 try not to stumble dun dun because there's leaves on the ground. in front of you in the jungle. Dun, 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 dun. In the jungle. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hey, Mr. Lion. Dun, 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 dun. Why are you trying? Dun, dun, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. To see me. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Swing from tree to tree. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bump. In the jungle. I was going on too long because of the bum 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 parts. I fucked myself there, Amanda. And I couldn't, there were so few lyrics, but the song was so long. David said, when you see the question mark in space, RJ, I want you to think that question mark represents David knowing more about the universe than me. I'll say something to David. I don't want to know about it. I'm good. I'm good the way everything is right now. My brain stops at a certain point. We don't need to keep expanding and expanding. I know enough to do the crosswords on the plane, and that's it. Lording over me that you know more about the universe than me, because you probably passed out and woke up to a Carl Sagan documentary, and all of a sudden, I'm a genius. David said, Dead Sea Life said, any chance we're getting a Ravenous sequel with RJ covering for the role of Colonel Ives? You're going to get a spinoff I'm working on called That's Not Raven at All, and it stars me. V said, I love both your lessons of the day, coffee and wisdom in your underwear. Leo said, did you hear John Taffer is a cuckold? I would like to know what publication you read that in. Please cite your sources. Jason said, need David on Hey W and just ask about his family's IMDb. I had David on Hey W, and that's not what happened. Cuddly said, I'm so wonderfully confused. Shield Wall said, hey, RJ, love today's episode. I cracked up at your eyebrows going when you started doing the he's gonna. That poor man hung in there, but let me do that. David said, another cult secret. I don't even know what we're talking about now. Where are we? I've lost my place. Leo said, you should get some good old-fashioned British tripe. I don't want to have any of these fucking weird candies, shitty candies. Sean Flagstaff is on Blue Sky. I wish you could post videos, though. That's kind of really holding me back from posting that much more on there. Josh said, thanks for the 13 glorious months. In honor of Big Bill, what's your favorite Morrissey song? I know about him. I've watched interviews with him. I cannot think of a single fucking song. I'm so sorry. You know, I watched a bunch of his stuff because he was such a New York Dolls, David Johansen guy, and so am I. So I thought, oh, this is the logical. And then any song I heard, I was like, it's good. It's good, but then also, you know. Leo said, have you ever used a dating app? Yes, I have. And even worse, I did a comedy show years ago. Years and years and years ago. And this woman was like, hey, oh my God, it's fucking, I don't know. I can't, Jessica, let's say. Oh, we matched on Tinder like 3 years ago. I'm like, what? That was when Tinder was like, before everyone went, okay, this is a cesspool. So, you know what I would also do? It was just a nice way to like people watch. You go to Atlantic City and you're like, I wonder who's here. Snap Grapple Pop said, jellied eels is a London food. Never tried it. It looks even worse than it sounds. Jesus. Decayan said, does Jack Perry smell nice? Of course he does. What a stupid question. He looks like he smells nice. Miss Andy said, is Fantasy Island streaming anywhere? I'd really want to watch that. In Canada, they play it on CH in Hamilton. They play it in the afternoons. Derek is how you say my name, said Derek. Or Derek with an H. Derek. Are you excited for All In? It's and this is also, you know, an overthinker where it's like, no, because my brain has not even realized that we're going to be there soon. I am, and I'm also like trying to pace myself because if I get excited, because if I start thinking about it now, I get excited about it now, then I peak and then I show up bored because I've already exhausted myself. So you really have to pace your thinking about it. I'm taking it one day at a time. Plenty of work to do today. The Hey episode with Jack to plug and promote and do stuff for. And then slowly, 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 I'll get more excited. I still have Dynamite to get through and Collision on the same day, which is a big thing. I think the only time I really remember going, this is a good moment to take in, is when I was at the Scotiabank Arena for Forbidden Door, and Renee and I were standing in the ring before the cameras were on, and people were chanting or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good one to remember. You used to sit and watch shows here and think they're not very good, and now you're not very good, but you're there." So that's been nice. Josh said, I do love that Arshay looks to be really enjoying entertaining himself. Nick said, any truth that you and Renee are tagging on 0 Hour to take on Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian? Yes. Christine said, when are we going to get a Now That's What I Call RJ music compilation? That reminds me, I should put together coming soon, I'll put together an autumnal playlist for the kids. David said, you can't rhyme everything with jungle. I rhymed bungle and it wasn't that bad. Nail said, I joined Threads, forgot about it. I feel like if X dies, I'll just talk to Rob about wrestling instead. You know, it's fucked that, like, even though it's not dead, it's dropped off so much. It's changed so much. If you're not verified, or if you put like a YouTube linking a thing, it just like kills the tweet, which sucks because that's what you want. You want to drive people to your shit. What the fuck? We're trying to figure it out. So all your support against this digital tyranny means everything. Blue Meanie said, when Mrs. Meanie and I went to London, we went to Camden Town, which had some cool shops. I want to go. I'm going to look this up. Georgie Girl. I want to walk where she walked. Hey there, Georgie Girl. I want to find those streets. I'm going to look up all like London filming locations. SM said, I miss when he used to clip the song request, but I know he's busy. But no one ever watched those, SM. Damn it. You have to just time code it. David said, do you play Wordle? Not anymore. Candy said, a best of RJ singing would be fantastic. There's a whole episode of me doing song requests that's up there. Go look and search things. Jesus. Vanessa said, tripe? Candy? If only. Leo said, tripe isn't a candy. A good hearty British meat savory treat. See, I don't even know what the fuck I'm getting into here. We're going to be one of those street meat eaters? Neil said, when Jack has big matches and gets face-to-face with his opponents, I'm going to be thinking, vomit. See, but you learn something. As MSRT said, I only like one Morrissey song. The more you ignore me, the closer I get. Story of my life. Jason said, British tripe sounds like a slang for prostitute. Mike said, tripe is pork stomach. Fuck that. Chrissy said, I'm a little late to the party. Is there any possibility that I might bump into you around All In, or do they keep you hidden in the back? I mean, I'm going to be hosting the pre-show with Renee, so I'll be around. In what capacity? I have no idea. Last time for Forbidden Door, we were in the ring, we were at the ramp, and all that stuff was amazing, but Wembley's a lot bigger. I don't know what the setup is, nor do I think I'll just be loitering up there. I mean, maybe I will. We'll see. I feel like it's so vast that being out there and loitering is probably not happening. Sammy said, from Hamilton, I can confirm that Fantasy Island is on CH. It's great. And they put Green Acres, too. Christine said, I totally identify with this answer about getting excited too early. It's not just me. Shieldwald said, I was at the New Japan show in Philly last night, and there was a guy posted up by the entrance ramp in a hay shirt, and you didn't say hi to him. You didn't say hello. Leo said, also a good British Scotch egg will guarantee that I shit my pants. What did you say? Where did he go? Will guarantee nobody will kiss you while in London. Their best purchase from a petrol station. I've got to start saying that now, too. David loves them. What a surprise. Leo said, I hate Scotch eggs. Cannot stand cold eggs. Nothing more fucking gross. I get it. Lady Pam said, good 0 hour match. You and Renee versus Dasha and Justin. Putting it out there. Yeah, that'll happen. Miss Andy said, I still have Hive, Mastodon, and Spoutable on my phone, just in case anyone ever uses them. Dead Sea Life said, my mom still plays Wordle and posts the results on Facebook like 47 times a day. Bless her. She's learning. Paige said, good morning, folks. Just wanted to say hello, and I hope we get more TV videos soon once you aren't so busy. I'm going to taking a little break from those because there's some unboxing videos happening, and then we'll swing pendulous. It's pendulous. David said, geez, RJ, I didn't suggest Words with Friends. Real Baldwin move. Alec Baldwin plays Words with Friends. Derek said, hey, RJ, I'm excited for the Stadium Stampede match. Excited to see with 3 mystery partners. Why didn't they call the match Anarchy in the UK? Maybe there's some rights things, but still. Just let me title the... Christine wants a hair shakeout, please, and thank you. Also, you're awesome. My hair is disgusting right now. Oh my god, it's so long. Yeah, I'm not. This is not my finest. It's too poofy here because of the humidity. Oh god, that looks horrible. Sorry you had to see that, Christine. Blue Meanie retracted a message. I'm sure it was political because that's how he is. DM said, will the winner of the main event get a glass mug like the end to Start With Love? But how do you thank someone who is taking you from crayons to perfume? Lumini said, you can go to the spot where Jerry Rafferty shot the video for Baker Street. Oh my God. Do I want to do that? I feel like there's going to be a bunch of people there doing it. You know what I mean? Miss Annie said, are the Fantasy Island episodes with Christopher Hewitt worth watching? I don't know. I haven't heard of them, so I can't really comment. He also has pendulous balls. Like, oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes. Sure. It's Fantasy Island. You're not going to fucking lose. Dorothy said, I just spent the last 45 minutes looking for my car keys, only to realize they were in my pocket the whole time. Isn't that a guess? Huh? And that's why she wasn't watching this entire episode. MSRT said, it can't be any worse than meatloaf from a gas station. Jesus. I still can't believe Effie was brave enough to eat that. Well, I'm not going to comment on Effie and his choices of meat. Paige said, unboxing works too, as long as you're being weird in your house. Nick said, go to Hoxton Street. It's where they filmed the video for Bittersweet Symphony. Where's that club where they filmed the Spice Girls and they're walking up the stairs? You know what I'm talking about. Leo said, you need to try awfully and meaty. I'm not going to say that. Well, I can't say that now. David said, you should get a Rachel haircut. You don't need any more flashbacks. I think I've triggered you enough. Red Dog said, this is the way to go, Mean Gene. No carbs, no fat, nothing but pure protein, bruh. Outstanding. Paige said, your hair is astonishing. In this light, it's dark brown, and then you shine a bright light on it, and all the pepper comes out. I know. That's why sometimes I like Mike Mansuri, he's a big wig producer at AEW. He's like, you should dye it, and then you'll get it's a youth. And like, what am I going to do? That fake black, that Bischoff black? I don't need that shit. Lee said, are you going to tell us we have bad teeth in Wembley Stadium? Yes. And I'm going to say, what are you driving on the wrong side of the road? Nice roundabout, loser. Rob said, you, Renee, and Lexi and Smart Mark could do the Abbey Road picture because we're always hanging out together. Easy said, are you being served in Smiles Hub? I do have a nice outfit picked out. I do want to say that. Leo said, I hate Bittersweet Symphony, literally my least favorite song, and there is now some annoying remix drum and bass song out at the moment, and yet you still listen to it. Nick said, that's a hotel in King's Cross, the Spice Girls wannabe video. I will look this up. Thank you. Paige said, RJ, you're spiritually very old. Keep the gray. It's distinguished. It just looks like I'm smarter than everyone. Randy said, hey, RJ, what's your favorite shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees? I love the Pink City After Dark one. I really like this Stairway to Obscurity one. That one, I mean, the hey, what are you, buddy, a piece of shit or something one sold very well because it was incredibly stupid. And I love that old ice cream one. There was an old ice cream one that I made myself. It took me like weeks. David said, RJ, I hope you take it in at Wembley. I'm going to be taking it, all right. There's been a ton of work to get you there. Pat yourself on the back. For once, you are there. DDP self high five. I don't need this fucking reflection right now. I've got work to do. Shut up. Thank you, but please be quiet. Well, that's been the show. Go watch the latest Hey W with Jack Perry. Like it, comment, share it, all that shit. Whatever. Go bother people about it. Let's get a final look at these huckleberries. Oh, also, if you want this, and I know you do, and there's a little secret here, rootlesscoffee.com. A final look at these. There you go. Until next time, Godspeed.